I am a member of the Hanssen family that started AfriCat in 1991. Prior to that, myself and my husband Hoth, we moved to the northern part of Namibia and established the AfriLeo Foundation in 1997. In the meantime, we have decided that instead of having two separate organizations, one doing lion work in the northwest and the other doing mainly cheetah and leopard work in the central areas, to basically group the two together and to have one effective umbrella organization, which is AfriCat.
So what are you actually doing?
So at this point in time, we are basically trying to get all the carnivore related organizations or all the carnivore related programs together under one umbrella organization, meaning AfriCat. So the lion work that we were doing under AfriLeo is now going to fall under AfriCat, and the main emphasis here is, of course, the conservation and protection of all large carnivores in Namibia. So first of all, let's take a look at the large number of carnivores that we need to look after and to protect. And they start off at the lion, being the largest of the species. Then we have leopard, cheetah, spotted and brown hyena, and the wild dog. Those are basically the 6 species that we have set our sights on to protect and conserve. The main issues here are actually manifold. Obviously, we should start off with environmental education. The issues here involve not only the youth, but also the farmer on the ground. And Namibia is largely a farming community. The more predators that you find on farming area, the more livestock at this point in time are destroyed, killed, maimed. The farmer becomes more and more intolerant, sets the gin traps, goes out and throws poison, shoots these predators, and there we have this conflict. So from education, it actually rolls into what we call the human-wildlife conflict issues, and we need to resolve those problems. And so linked to education, trying to get farmers to change their farming methods, obviously it's linked with a mindset. We have to look at our wilderness and what's in it, humans as well as wildlife, in a different fashion. So our human-wildlife conflict resolution is another big issue. Thirdly, our research. Of course, we don't know how to manage our carnivore populations if we don't have effective research. And then we have a small section which we call welfare. And welfare is basically an important part of the whole conservation process if it is run effectively. In other words, the idea is not to pick up every problem animal, bring it to a welfare organization and keep it in an enclosure, because that has nothing to do with conservation. It's basically trying to relieve certain pressure areas. If there is a habituated stock raider or an animal that really has taken to killing livestock and is becoming a threat to the population or the villagers, to remove that animal and either try and release the animal in a different area, or the last resort, of course, which we really are trying to steer away from, is to keep the animal in an enclosure.